What if I told you that the biggest reason you are not successful yet is not lack of talent, not lack of time, but your inability to focus? And what if in the next few minutes you could learn a skill so powerful that it can completely change your future, increase your productivity, and help you achieve goals faster than 95% of people around you? In this video, you will learn what deep work really is, why most people are failing because of distractions, and how you can train your brain to achieve extreme focus and success in today's noisy world. Imagine sitting down for just 2 hours and doing more meaningful work than others do in an entire day. Sounds impossible, right? But that's exactly what deep work allows you to do. Now here's the truth no one tells you. We live in a world addicted to distractions, notifications, social media, endless scrolling, multitasking, and slowly, without realizing it, your ability to concentrate is being destroyed. Every time you check your phone, every time you switch tasks, your brain loses its power to focus deeply, and over time, you become average, not because you lack intelligence, but because you never trained your mind to go deep. And this is where most people fail. But successful people don't work more, they work deeper. They enter a state where distractions don't exist, where their mind is fully locked into one task, where creativity, learning, and performance reach their peak. This is called deep work, and it is the superpower of the 21st century. Now you might be thinking, how do I actually do deep work? How do I train my brain when everything around me is trying to distract me? The answer is simple, but not easy. You must eliminate shallow work. Shallow work is everything that feels productive but actually isn't. Checking emails constantly, scrolling through social media, jumping between tasks. It gives you the illusion of progress but produces nothing valuable. Deep work, on the other hand, is hard. It requires effort, discipline, and focus, but it creates real results. Now here's the powerful part. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you train it to focus, the stronger it becomes. But if you keep feeding it distractions, it becomes weak. So the first step is to take control of your environment. Eliminate distractions. Keep your phone away. Turn off notifications. Create a space where your mind knows that now it's time to focus. The second step is to schedule your deep work. Don't wait for motivation. Decide a fixed time every day where you will work without interruption, even if it's just 1 hour. But that 1 hour must be intense, focused, and distraction-free. The third step is to embrace boredom. Yes, boredom, because in today's world, we are afraid of being bored. The moment we feel bored, we pick up our phone. But boredom is actually the training ground of focus. When you allow your mind to stay in silence, it learns to concentrate, and that's when real ideas are born. Now let me ask you something. How many times have you started something important but got distracted within minutes? How many times have you planned to work hard but ended up wasting hours on your phone? This is not your fault completely. This is how the world is designed. But staying stuck in this cycle is your responsibility. And the moment you decide to break this pattern, everything changes. Imagine if you could sit down and complete your most important work without distractions. Imagine the confidence, the growth, the success you would achieve. This is not a dream. This is a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned. The difference between average people and highly successful people is not intelligence, it is focus. Average people are constantly distracted. Successful people are deeply focused. They don't react to everything. They choose what deserves their attention, and that is why they win. So from today, make a decision. Stop being busy and start being productive. Stop chasing distractions and start building focus. Even if it feels uncomfortable at first, even if your mind resists, stay consistent, because every time you choose focus over distraction, you are training your brain to become stronger. And over time, you will notice something powerful. Your ability to concentrate will increase, your work quality will improve, and your results will multiply. And one day you will realize that the same world full of distractions is now your biggest advantage, because while others are distracted, you are focused. While others are scrolling, you are building. While others are dreaming, you are achieving. And that is the power of deep work. It doesn't just change how you work, it changes your entire life. So the next time you sit to work, remember this: your future is not decided by how much time you spend, but how deeply you focus. Choose depth, choose discipline, choose success, because the life you want is waiting on the other side of focus.
And if you are still watching this, it means somewhere deep inside you know that you are capable of more, much more than what you are currently doing. And the only thing standing between you and that next level is not luck, not resources, but your ability to control your attention. Because where your attention goes, your life follows. Think about it. Every successful person you admire has mastered this one thing. They have learned how to sit with their work when it gets hard, when it gets boring, when it gets uncomfortable, because that is exactly the point where growth begins. Most people quit when things get difficult. They escape into distractions. But winners, they stay. They push through. They go deeper. And that is why they achieve extraordinary results. Now, let's go even deeper into this idea. Deep work is not just about working hard, it's about working in a state of complete clarity, where your mind is not divided, where your energy is not scattered, where you are fully present in what you are doing. And when you reach this state, something magical happens. Time slows down, distractions disappear, and your performance reaches a level you didn't even know was possible. This is often called the flow state, and this is where the best work of your life is created. But here's the catch. You cannot reach this state if your mind is constantly distracted. If you keep checking your phone, switching tabs, or thinking about 10 different things at once, you need to protect your focus like it's the most valuable asset you have, because it actually is. In today's world, focus is rare, and rare skills are valuable, which means if you can master deep work, you automatically put yourself ahead of the majority. Now, let me give you a practical challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one important task every day, something that truly matters for your growth, and give it your full attention for at least 60 minutes. No phone, no social media, no interruptions, just you and your work. At first, it will feel difficult. Your mind will try to escape. You will feel the urge to check your phone, but don't give in, because this is the moment you are training your brain. This is where transformation begins. And if you stay consistent with this simple habit, you will start seeing changes. Your focus will improve, your confidence will grow, and most importantly, you will start completing things that actually matter. And once you taste that feeling, the feeling of real progress, you won't want to go back to distractions anymore. Now imagine doing this not just for 7 days, but for 30 days, 60 days, 6 months. Your entire life will transform, because success is not built in one day. It is built through small, focused efforts repeated daily, and deep work is the foundation of that process. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation. Start now. Start small, but start with full focus. Because the longer you delay, the more opportunities you lose. And the more you stay distracted, the more average you become. But the moment you decide to focus, truly focus, everything changes. Your work improves, your thinking sharpens, your discipline strengthens, and slowly you become the person you always wanted to be, not by chance, but by choice. So make that choice today. Remove distractions, create your focus time, and commit to deep work. Because in the end, it's not about how busy you are, it's about how effective you are. And effectiveness comes from depth, not distraction. Remember this: A distracted mind creates a distracted life, but a focused mind creates a powerful life, and the power to choose is always in your hands.